Hi friends, hope you are all doing well. Welcome back to our CISA video series. Today we will discuss on method parameters. So let's get started. Parameter passing or method parameters. Parameter passing allow us to send arguments to method in different ways. So if you see, these are some methods: modify by value, modify by ref, calculate values, void main, whatever. This main method is a method, this calculate values is a method, this modify ref is a method, this modify value is a method. And whatever present inside this bracket, inside this two bracket, like this norm, and this input, square, cube, whatever, these are the parameters for the method. So there are different types of parameter passing. Parameter passing allow us to send argument to methods in different ways. Here are the main types: by value, which is default; by reference; by output or out keyword; by value; and params. But today we will focus on this by value, by ref, and by output. Pass by value. When a parameter is passed by value, which is the default, a copy of the data is sent to the method, and any changes made inside the method do not affect the original variable. So in this case, which is a default case by value, in this case the data is sent to the method, a copy of the data is sent to the method, which is any any changes made inside the method do not affect the original variable. Let's try this with an example. It will be more clear then. Okay, so I have written this example here as well. This is modify by value, one method, and here one parameter is there, that is num, and the parameter type is integer. And here I have written the two statement, like norm is norm multiplication by 2, and after that I am printing the norm, and in main method I am calling the same. Let's comment this out, and this pass by value I will uncomment this one, save it. Okay, so what I am doing here, inside main method I have declared one number one variable, and here I am printing number one before calling the method this modify by value. After that I am calling this modify by value, and after calling this one again I am printing the same number one variable if the changes is reflected after calling the value or not. That is the cases here. like pass by value, which is the copy of the original value is made. Any changes inside the method do not affect the original variable outside the method. So here we will see this number value is changing or not after calling this modify by value. Let's run this out. See, before method call the value is 10, inside method the value is 20, after method call the value is again 10. So if you see, this number value is initially 10, so I am printing the initial value. After that I am calling this modify value. Here the modify value, here the norm is equal to norm into 2. Inside this method I am changing the value of this name norm by multiplying 2, and after that I am printing inside the method the value is 20. The norm value is changed inside this method but not reflecting this number one value outside this method. After the method call, again the number one is 10. That is the main features or main concept of our pass by value. This change is not reflected outside. Original value is a copy of the original value is made. Any changes inside the method do not affect the original variable outside the method. Okay, since norm is passed by value, a copy is created. A modification inside modify by value do not affect the original number variable in main method. So this number is not going to change. Only this inside this method this value will be changed. That is the main concept of our pass by value. Difference between pass by value and pass by reference. Key difference between pass by value and pass by reference is how data is handled when passed to a method. So pass by value already we have discussed. The copy of the original data will be passed and no changes will be or not affected the original data. Only the inside value of the method will be changed. Pass by reference is different. The actual memory location. Pass by reference is of two types, ref or out. We will discuss both of these two. The actual memory location of the variable is passed. So not the copy of the original data will be sent. Here the actual memory location of the variable is passed, allowing changes inside the method to affect the original variable outside. So if you will change the value inside the method, that also change the value outside the method or the original value, because the actual memory location will be passed in our parameter. So there is no copy concept and all like our pass by value. So that is also we can see by this example. Let's uh, comment this pass by value and this pass by reference. Here I am doing the same, but the method you can see here, the method is modify by ref, and to pass or to use this or to achieve this pass by reference, we can use this ref keyword previous or before this variable declared. Whatever here it is same, but we are using this ref keyword before this variable or before this parameter name. And after that I'm doing the same. Norm is equal to norm modify multiplication by or multiplication into or into 2, then this console.WriteLine inside method norm. Then after that I'm calling the before method, then this method inside the method, then after the method call. Let's run and see the output. Before method call the value is 10. If you see this number 2 is 10. After that now I am calling this modify by ref, this one here 10 into 2, that is 20. So here it is printing 20. After that the original value I am printing the number 2 in this inside this main method, but the value has already changed. If you see it is 20. So whenever we will send the parameter by using this ref keyword, we will send or we are sending the original memory location, the actual memory location of the variable. So whatever the data inside that memory, it will changed by the this method and the original value will be affected. That is the basic difference between our pass by value and pass by reference. Another keyword is there, that is out. We'll see that one as well. So in ModifyValue, changes do not affect the original variable, but in case of modify by ref, changes directly modify the original variable. That already we have seen in our example. Pass by reference with out. Passing by reference using the out keyword allows a method to return multiple values. Unlike ref, where the variable must be initialized before passing, out does not require an initial value. It must be assigned inside the method. So there is some difference between our ref and out. What is the difference? I'll show you. This is using out. Let's uncomment this. So here if you see the keyword out is used before the variable or the parameter name, and let's comment this one and see the basic difference here. So what it is saying, the out parameter square must be assigned to before control leaves the current method. So whenever we will declare a parameter as out, we definitely need to assign the value to this square or whatever the out parameter. Again it is showing the square, sorry, the cube. So whatever the out parameters, we need to assign some value inside that method. But in case of modify by ref, it is not required. If I will comment this one, no error will show. That is one difference between our ref and out. The assignment is mandatory for our out parameters, but not in case of ref parameters. Another difference, if I will not assign a value to this number 2, it will show an error. Use of unassigned local variable number 2. So it is mandatory to assign a value whenever we will pass a value to this pass by reference parameter. Okay. So value, we need to pass a value whenever, or we need to assign a value whenever we are passing the value to this number 2 to this ref parameters. But in case of out parameters, it is not required to assign any value because this value already assigned here inside our method. But in case of our in case of our ref parameters, it is mandatory to declare. Okay, or it is mandatory to assign some value here. See, use of unassigned local variable number 2. So we need to definitely assign a value. So that is two major difference between our ref and out parameter. See, now pass by reference, we will comment this one and we can run this one to see the output of this out parameters. Square is 100, cube is 1000. Okay. Then what is the basic difference? Both ref and out allow pass by reference, but they serve different purpose. Here's how they differ. Key difference between ref and out. Initialization required. Yes, in case of our ref, the variable must be initialized before passing. If you see, whenever we have passed the value, we need to initialize. But in case no, the variable does not need an initial value, the method must assign it. In case of this out parameter, the method must be assigned some value for this out parameters. But here it is not required whenever we are passing the value for out parameter. A purpose used when a method needs to modify an existing variable. So whenever we need to change the existing variable, like here the number 2, in that case we can use our ref keyword or ref parameters. Use when a method needs to return one or more values. See, here we are assigning square, cube. So when more than one values we need to return, in that case we can use our out parameter. Purpose, then assignment inside method not required. If you see, in case of ref, assignment inside method is not required. If I will comment this one, no error will come. But in case of this out parameter, assignment is required. Okay, that is another difference. So assignment inside method is required for out but not required for ref, but possible. Common use case, modifying existing variable, returning multiple values from a method. This is the use case of ref and out. Summary, you can say ref is used when we need to modify an existing variable inside a method. Out is used when we want to return multiple values or when a value does not need initialization before passing. So that is the major difference between our modify value, modify by value, modify by reference, or pass by value, pass by reference. And in case of pass by reference, there are two types of parameters passing. One is ref keyword, another is out keyword, or ref parameters, out parameters. Ref and out both are type of reference type, but there are a little bit or some minor difference between them. One is, in case of a ref keyword, no need to, or it is not mandatory to assign some value to this ref parameter inside the method. But in case of this out parameters, it is mandatory to assign some values inside the method for this out keyword parameters. Another difference between them, in case of assigning or whenever we are passing the value to this ref parameters, we need to assign a value to that variable. But in case of out parameter, it is not required to assign any value to this out parameters, because it is already assigned inside our method. That is the major difference, and we can use as per our requirement. When we need to modify any existing variables, we can use ref. Whenever we need to return multiple values from a method, that time we can use out. And whenever we no need to, like we don't need to change the original variable, or we need to what pass by value a copy of the original value, okay, any changes so when we don't need to change the original variable, that time we can use our pass by value, which is default. It is not required to like use any keyword whenever we use pass by value. That is all about our pass by value, pass by reference. There is another two types of parameter passing, that is by using in and params, that will discuss in our upcoming videos. That is all about our method parameters. Not all about our method parameters, it is all about our pass by value and pass by reference. In and params already params will discuss on our upcoming videos. So I hope you found this session helpful and informative. Please check the description below for detailed notes. Thank you for watching, and please make sure to like, comment and subscribe for more CSAP topics. See you in the next video. Thank you.